US Air Force's GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator is the largest and most powerful bunker-busting bomb in history. But maybe for not much longer, because the US Air Force just awarded the contract to build its successor, currently known only as the Next-Generation Penetrator, or NGP. Now, the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP, is a GPS-guided weapon that consists of a BLU-127 warhead case and a KMU-612 tail kit that houses the GPS navigation hardware just like you'd find in America's JDAMs, or Joint Direct Attack Munitions. Now, that tail kit has 4 active lattice fins that deploy when the weapon's dropped and are powered by separate actuators to guide the bomb into its target with a high degree of precision. At only around 20.5 feet long and with a diameter of just about 31.5 inches, the GBU-57 is only a little bit bigger than a Tomahawk cruise missile, but it weighs nearly 10 times as much, at just shy of 30,000 pounds, more than 5,300 pounds of which is all explosives, made up of around 4,590 pounds of AFX-757 and another 752 pounds of PBXN-114. Now, AFX-757, the primary explosive in the MOP, is a propellant-like plastic explosive compound that was developed literally specifically to maximize blast energy output for bunker-busting applications. Of course, still, in a 30,000-pound weapon, you might be surprised to hear that the explosives themselves only represent about 20% of its weight. With no means of onboard propulsion or fuel storage needs, that means that the immensely dense and hardened fuselage of the MOP itself, which is designed to bore directly through even the most secure underground structures, weighs in at north of 20,000 pounds. Now, these super strong casings are more than 3 inches thick in places and were built by Superior Forge and Steel Corporation out of Lima, Ohio, and Elwood National Forge in Irvine, Pennsylvania, all to the tune of around $90 million. But the Next-Generation Penetrator, or NGP, will be designed and built by Applied Research Associates in cooperation with Boeing, with Applied Research Associates focused on designing and producing first subscale and then full-sized prototype weapons for testing, and Boeing focused mostly on the new guidance section and tail kit integration, which may well be the most important part because this new bunker buster is expected to offer an incredible degree of accuracy, even in GPS-degraded or straight-up GPS-denied environments. And as we've seen in test footage of the existing MOP, this weapon is already accurate enough to actually hit the traffic cone marking the target coordinates from tens of thousands of feet up, dropped by a stealth bomber. We also know that the Air Force wants this new weapon's warhead to come in at under 22,000 pounds, but we have no idea how large the overall weapon's weight may be. Of course, the MOP can currently only be deployed from the B-2 Spirit, and the NGP will likely be carried by the slightly smaller B-21 Raider. So it's possible that we may even see an effort to increase penetration depth while decreasing the weapon's overall weight, potentially by giving it its own means of propulsion. But then again, according to the B-2's official Air Force fact sheet, it should only be able to carry one GBU-57, and all 6 of the B-2s used in the Iranian strikes a few months back were each carrying 2. So, we're all working with fudge numbers here. In any case, the Air Force intends to test full-scale prototypes of this new bunker buster within just the next 2 years. Oh, wait, before you go, I want to remind you that I am pushing hard to hit 500,000 subscribers before the end of September, and we are so close. So if you could do me a huge favor and click subscribe down below, that would mean a ton. And if we manage to hit that 500K mark, I'm planning on doing a merch giveaway with Air Power hoodies, hats, t-shirts, and even the cool aviation posters you see hung up behind me. So if you are so inclined, it would mean a ton if you could click subscribe.